Here we go. COVID testing.
13, 14, 15. Go ahead and take it out.
So, got tested for COVID again. Yeah, I got a haul to share with you guys, but so it was, I think, my fourth time getting a COVID test. I won't get into exactly, the circumstances for getting tested this fourth time, but it's never fun. And just wish me luck. Fingers crossed that I get a negative result. So anyway, all right. Let's I got just a little haul, but it's some cool stuff. Big bad toy store goodness stuff that was in my pile of loot. So these were all basically pre-orders that came in stock and were sitting in my pile of loot. I'm like, ooh, those are some pretty cool things. Let's go ahead and get those shipped. I want those. So all right, let's get into this. So as always, little Big Bad Toy Store ad. Let's take a quick look at this. G.I. Joe Classified. I'm still on the fence with the line. It just really leaves a bad taste in my mouth how hard the exclusives, let's face it, the Target exclusives. Well, there's been other exclusives as well. But these Target ones, and I can understand, you take like the first Snake Eyes exclusive, for example, and then the Cobra Commander, another great example. These are just versions of the character, not the most iconic versions. Those are what should be hard to get exclusives. But when you put out like the characters that it's just they're the must-have characters or the must army build characters, and you make them hard to get, impossible to get for a lot of people, Target exclusives. Ugh, I shouldn't even be having a rant about this. Anyway, Mayfex goodness. And I actually have this guy and still haven't opened them. That was my last. Was it my last or one of my recent Big Bad Toy Store hauls? That really big one. Stuff on the back. Yeah, I'm gonna want that 112 Ghost Rider as well. So anyway, all right. What have I got in here? Look at that. So I still am a huge fan of 4-inch 1/18 scale, or if you're old school, 3 3/4. But these 1/18 scale figures are not 3 3/4 anymore. 4-inch is the standard, and that's across like even the main brands. You look at modern 1/18 Star Wars, 1/18 GI Joe, which for we go back to the vintage stuff, it was 3 3/4. It's 4-inch now. Anyway, I get sidetracked a lot. Joy Toy is doing some amazing stuff in the scale. There's a few other Hiya toys. I mean, they get some good licenses. But Joy Toy is really like some of the best you can get in the scale. Granted, it's almost exclusively military stuff. Now, Acid Rain is a line that has been out for a while, even before this somewhat new like renaissance of, or like a second renaissance of the scale that seemed to be going through. But Acid Rain is well established, and I just never tried them out. But this, so the Capybara Red motorcycle, along with, what's her name, Mariah, I believe. Where is her name? Her name is nowhere on. That's weird. Oh, there. Mariah. So there have been a few Acid Rain figures that I'd been considering, but when I saw this, and it's an exclusive, not cheap. Quite up there for the scale and what you're getting, but heavily, almost entirely inspired, the deco anyway, by Akira Kaneda's bike and Kaneda himself. So yeah, being a old school anime fan, Akira, man, I had to. So anyway, moving on. I never saw Cara Dune in stores. This figure goes back to long before COVID world. Or I don't know how long, but last year, if I'm not mistaken. So before COVID world. Never found her on the shelves or on the pegs. Finally caught her, and then you can get her on the secondary market for probably not even too much over, but it's principle. Not gonna pay over retail price for something that is still actually available at retail. So I just waited, was hoping to catch her on Amazon, but caught her on Big Bad Toy Store pre-order. So yeah, I wonder if we'll get an updated second series version of her though, or second season version of her. Almost the same. You can barely tell differences, but it'd be pretty cool to get an updated version of her. I do have the 4-inch one, which I was pretty happy with, but still, gotta have the better 6-inch scale one. And then last but not least, some of that Marvel Legends retro goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that Black Cat. I do have, I believe, is it the first Hasbro Marvel Legends one? Hobgoblin Wave, I believe. That one is something else. Probably still to this day, the sexiest, especially the bustiest. And they got rid of that with this version. But you gotta keep in mind that this is meant to be the animated version. So she's true. She's true to her source material. The other one was just like on a whole other level. Oh, wow. What the hell is that? I have no idea. I'm just not in a good place right now. But I'm trying. I'm pushing. I'm kicking. She is the face sculpt on this though is really beautiful. The paint, the makeup, and she has a choker. She has a collar. That's really cool. The bust is still there, just not the cleavage. I'm assuming the booty's still there too. I don't know if it's a whole new sculpt. But yeah. So yeah, there you guys have it. There's that and that, and a little bit of some of that as well. Some good stuff. Some toy goodness. Toys are life and happiness. A lot of other things in life that are happiness too, but toys especially. As always, hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching. Stay safe. Don't get COVID. Stay safe.